Hey everyone, welcome back to Queen Bean's Collectibles. Sorry that I've been MIA lately. I've got plenty of footage though, so you guys can enjoy catching up because I actually had to split this into two parts because I was slacking on making these videos. So, what's going to be fun is that we have two long hauls to show you. This one I think is roughly 30 minutes and then the next one's around 20. Went to a few different places. This one is going to include Ollie's, Target, Walmart, TJ Maxx, Burlington, Marshalls, the mall. So places like Too Cool, Box Lunch, Hot Topic. I can't even remember. Oh, Second and Charles. A few other places in between. And I went back, if anyone is familiar with the Volo Antique Mall and Auto Museum, I went there as well. You'll notice some different hands in the picture. I had a friend with me this time around, and they are a fellow shopper. They are not a toy collector, but they are a fellow shopper and thrifter. So we always have a good time together, and we went adventuring for a while. So you're going to see plenty of fun stuff on this one, and I have had a pretty large haul the last couple times, so I'm sure by the end of this I'll have plenty to show you guys. I didn't take as many pictures of what I bought as I thought I did, so I will definitely show you guys what I got, especially more of the MGA Miniverse foods that I've become absolutely obsessed with and maybe have made way too many of. But yeah, I'm very excited about it. So we are not yet at the 1,000 subscriber mark, but we're getting there. We're getting very close. But I am an impatient young lady. So, let's go ahead and do the giveaway. I got 2 bags, mini brands, Doorables. Oh boy. I don't remember the other things, but if you watch my other videos, I say it in those. Feel free to comment below. Sorry you have to be in the US. Make my life somewhat easier for this, because I can barely figure out how to mail things to other people in the US, let alone anywhere else. But I'm hoping in future stuff I will expand it, so stay tuned. But for now, in the US, 18 and over, comment below, just say something about the giveaway, and I will message you for your address, and I will just send you some fun free minis for you to do whatever you want with. And then if they're duplicates for you, pass them on to a friend or, take them to the thrift store. It will not matter to me. I want you to do whatever you want with them because that's the fun thing about a giveaway. So please feel free to comment below if you want to participate. And I will be messaging someone, or actually 2 people, for your addresses so I can send you some fun things. And then if you feel like you want to share with us what you did with those things, cool. And if you don't, no big deal. All right. Please feel free to comment. I know I'm being awkward about it. I'm not sure how to promote that without it being weird. I hope you guys enjoy it because I think it would be fun. Plus, it's just another excuse to talk about toys and dolls. Okay, back to focusing on the video at hand. I ended up with a few fun things from this trip, most of which were vintage Littlest Pet Shop, and by that I mean the Kenner Littlest Pet Shop. I also like the Hasbro Littlest Pet Shops, but my heart truly lies with the Kenner ones, and these kind of places are stacked with those, so I made out like a bandit in those terms. I also, like I said, got way too many of the Miniverse things. I bought a lot more of those Care Bear peel and reveals because those are oddly addicting. Just anything crafty related has been my vibe. And on this particular trip, I also got a Neopet Ixie plush, which I will show you guys closer at the end, as well as a really cute little yak hair plush, 101 Dalmatian. I had not seen before that I really liked, and I got both of them at a pretty decent price. So I'll definitely be showing those to you guys. I also just really like this location in general. They have a lot of new in-box stuff from back in the day, and that's some of my favorite stuff, even though I feel like I would unbox it immediately. Although I didn't do that with my Novi Stars. I withheld. They are still in their boxes. But every time I look at them, I do think about opening them. I'm not going to lie to you. But any hoodle. Again, this place is just super fun. It's a mixture of old and new and everything in between. Prices for the most part are pretty good, and you find some gems like this little Neopet. Like I said, I took that one home. And they do have a lot of like Barbies and miscellaneous stuff as well, like the furniture. I like this place because even though it's kind of old and there's some booths that you can tell, you know, they obviously don't change it up much, there are a lot of booths that do. And they are really good about like rotating things. So it feels like you're actually seeing a lot of new stuff every time. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I haven't even noticed. It very well could be the case. But to me, it seems like I'm always seeing new stuff there. And I only go there maybe every month because it's kind of a mission to get there. But I mean, look at all this stuff. I mean, there's a lot of variety. Now, again, there was some stuff to me that was like a little overpriced. And I was like, woo. Like, I've been really getting back into Powerpuff Girls again lately. I don't know why. It's just been my vibe. And they had some Powerpuff Girls stuff. And I was like, ooh, that's for me. And then I looked at the prices. And I was like, ooh, that's not for me. So, yeah, I ended up skipping out on those, which was kind of a bummer. And honest to goodness, I really wanted this giant cat. But what on earth would I do with this giant cat? I actually refrained from getting a lot of things here because there was some really, really good options out there, no lie. Honestly, there's going to be a half-decent haul coming soon, I think. I got a gift card from work, and the husband said that I get to use it for fun because I earned it, and I am very excited to use it for fun and or toys because it's going to be toys, let's be real. So I'm very excited about that. And at the end, you'll see my newest haul, which was probably larger than it should have been. But I love getting gift cards from Fetch. Oh boy, it's good stuff. But anywho, let's stay on track. Let's stay on track, Nicole. Come on. Oh my goodness. Anywho, don't know if anybody else had crazy bones when you were kids, but I did, and I loved them, even though they were hideous little plastic creatures. I don't know why, but I really, really liked them. No, I think I liked them because my sister liked them, so I felt cool if I liked them too, even though they were ugly little creatures. But that's okay. One day I'll buy a few. I feel like every time I see them, it's like giant bags of them, and they're expensive, and I'm like, what am I going to do with all of those? I would just like one or two, and that would be fine. Do you guys see those Thumbelina dolls in box? That's kind of cool. I honest to goodness don't know if I've ever seen those in box before. Maybe it's common and I'm just totally being a goof. But I feel like I go thrifting and antiquing pretty often, and I see a lot of like strawberry shortcake, but I don't see that. Oh, do you guys see that Kenner playset in the back for Little's Pet Shop? I know that's so lame. You guys are probably like, no, Hasbro. Oh, but that Kenner playset in the left corner, they've had it a long time. And I know it's probably not that much, but they're charging $25. And I'm like, ooh, like, let's bring that down a little. And they won't. So maybe someday. I'll just keep dreaming. I don't know why. I just feel like I try not to pay over like $10 per item-ish, depending on what it is. But obviously I stray beyond that sometimes. A lot of times. But that's okay. We're not here to judge at this channel. We accept excessive toy buying because it's a grand time. The best of times. And what's really fun about this trip that I took and all these pictures and the videos, and if you see the hands of my friend in them, it just shows that we had a really good time together. And he didn't laugh at any of my goofy excitement over all the toys or, anything like that. He just, was cool with it. Heck, half the time he was pointing out stuff to me. He was like, did you see this? You would like this. And he was entirely right. 100% correct. I did like it. But yeah, I just love friends like that. It was such a fun adventure. Can't wait to do it again. We do this all the time, but usually not on this grand of a scale. We usually go, just around the neighborhood, maybe for a couple hours. But this day we decided to just go everywhere, and then some. But it was well worth it. It was an absolute blast. I would do it again, and I'd like to do it again. So stay tuned for more fun on that mark. Oh boy, I can't talk today. Lordy Lord. Okay, so at this Walmart, I also found a clearance Rainbow High doll. I got her for $9. So that was exciting. I really liked their Monster High display. I know I don't collect Monster High, but I just like the way they look. And did anybody else see these Adopt Me pets at Walmart? I have not seen them before, but I find them very intriguing. I'd like to know more about those. I should have just grabbed them so I could see what they were, but I don't know. I figured I should find out what they were first, but now I kind of regret it because I'm very, very, very curious. If anybody knows what those are, please let me know. Please let me know. Are y'all also seeing all of the Barbie extras hitting the shelves? Yeah, they're pretty cute. And I keep seeing Stella like at every Walgreens I go to. I'm like, oh, hey girl, what's going on? Also, you're going to see in a future video, as in my next one, because I went to a flea market and they had Rainbow High Cheryl and they were charging $22. And I was like, come on. But then I realized she had just come out of the box. She had our outfit, her stand, the whole rigmarole. And I was like, there's no way. I could totally get her cheaper on Amazon or something. I was so wrong. I was so wrong. Why is she so expensive all of a sudden? I swear I just looked her up like maybe a month or two ago and she was only $18. What happened? Regrettable. Why did I not grab her then? Dumb. Ugh, so dumb. If people see her popping up anywhere, please let me know. Or at like a reasonable cost. And by reasonable, I mean cheap. Because I'm cheap. I'm just kidding. But I am really keeping an eye out for her. She's one of the ones that I don't have that I'd really, really like. And if you do have a Burlington, I highly recommend going. Because they have more of the Kaya Hearts. They have the pool. They had a ton of Pacific Coast, Bella, and Phaedra. So if you're missing any of those, they were there. I think they were ranging between like 15 and 20. So prices were pretty good. And honestly, they all looked pretty good. I didn't see a lot of like, bad makeup or screenings or any of that. So that was exciting. So definitely check that out if you're missing any of those. And they also seem to be getting a ton of miniature furniture and such. If you're trying to furnish a dollhouse, I highly recommend looking at those because they really seem to have a lot of options. And I did hit this, I think, a Savers, and they had, those really cool Disney dolls. They had a Palace Pets backpack, which I'm not going to lie is pretty tempting. They had a bunch of really interesting, odds and ends stuff. Like, what is this Barbie camper? I almost got it because I just thought it was so intriguing. I feel like I've also been a magnet for strawberry shortcake, old and new lately. I feel like I'm seeing them pop up everywhere. And I did almost get that Barbie bed. I don't know why. There's just something about it. It was calling out to me. And I thought I was finally getting the Rainbow High house. And then the Facebook Marketplace person will not answer me. And now I'm very sad. So now I'm looking for a better deal on the Rainbow High house. Because I had one. Boo. Ugh. Pretty bummed about it. But that's okay. Keep an eye out and hopefully another one pops up at a decent price because I am refusing to pay the crazy prices people are charging out there, especially for the used ones. I'm like, this looks like literally someone drop kicked it. I am not paying full price for your drop kicked Rainbow High house or your Rainbow High house missing all of the furniture. I'm not paying full price for that. No. So yeah, or if anyone knows of any on sale, I feel like I'm watching like Amazon and Walmart. But, like, if you guys know of any other places that sell them cheap, let me know. Let a girl know. I'd appreciate it. Lately, my Savers have been having very interesting mixes of dolls. Very intriguing mixes. Kind of all over the place. I don't think I've particularly grabbed any besides a couple for a friend. I did pick up those Squinkies because I liked Squinkies. And it was cool to see them in package. So I did decide to grab those. Again, I'll show those closer up at the end. Plushie wall hasn't changed too much at the Savers. And they did have a really funny little My Little Pony DVD. And they always have a cute little like Disney end cap as well. And a Hatchimals lunchbox. And you can't complain about the Hatchimals because I love me some Hatchimals. All right, where did we go next? I'm trying to remember. Oh, Target. This Target was stacked. I thought it was very interesting. It looked like they had a ton of stuff, including some BFF dolls I don't normally see in stores. They also had the Monster High Stitchlings, as well as a lot of Miraculous stuff. Again, if you are missing, some of the Monster High dolls, if you want the Nana Surprise play sets, I highly recommend if you have Burlington, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ross, any of those DD's discounts, go check them because they seem to be getting them. And what's the harm in checking if you live by one? I mean, I'm not saying make it like a trip out of your way, but it's worth checking if any of those are intriguing to you, because they are all on a discount price. Again, Rainbow High was like 15 to 20. I think the Monster High dolls were relatively the same. Obviously, depending on what location you go to, they might be cheaper, but still, if it interests you, go take a gander. Also, I hit a few more family dollars, and bummer, they did not have the rest of the cheer dolls I was looking for. Boo. But that's okay. We're going to keep an eye out for them. Because I'm very excited that they're even popping back up on shelves in general. And I'm really not sure why I didn't buy that cute little zipper Rainbow High pack. I do know why. Because at that point, I was carrying 3 of the Rainbow High cheerleader dolls. I think this was that time. And I couldn't really grab anything else. So yeah, I got 3 of those. Obviously, Jade, Ruby, and Poppy. Very excited. They're still in box for me. I kind of want to get the other 3 and then unbox them all at once, because I think that would be very fun. I also did buy a few more mini brands, but not too many of those, because like I was seriously getting out of control with those. So needed to relax on that a little bit. I had to simmer down. But then the problem was I got really into the Miniverse stuff, so yeah. Also, did you see these watches? Because, oh my goodness, if they had a watch like that for Skylar, I would die. If they had the Not Surprise watch in any color but pink, I would die. Why didn't I just buy it and change the strap? I'm just now thinking of that. Ugh, I hate when you think of things like that later, and there was only one of them, and you know by now it's gone. Boo. Oh well. That counter series was cute, by the way. I like the doll scale of it was very bizarre, and I didn't think it would really fit Rainbow High or anything else, so I skipped it. But maybe it would fit. I'm trying to decide if it would fit American Girl. I'm really not sure. If anybody owns that, please let us know. Very curious. And again, as you see, picked up a few. I don't think I picked up all of those. I think I only got like the 3-pack, and then that was it. I behaved slightly. But they were really cheap. Ugh. Like the other day I scanned one at Walmart and it came up as $1.50, and I was like, whoop, looks like I'm getting more mini brands, whoopsie. But yeah, oopsie is right. But that's okay, because most of them are duplicates for me, which means more for you guys. Woo! Which is a reminder, because we're part of the way through this video. Feel free to comment if you're interested in that giveaway. Just throwing it out there for you. Okay, I'm gonna quit messing around. If anybody has an FYE, this is what ours looked like. I had some really interesting stuff, some plushies, a lot of cute blind bags. Prices weren't too bad, but they had some pretty cool stuff there. I've got to chill out with the blind bags. I have such a love-hate relationship with them, because I literally hate getting duplicates. It drives me crazy. But I also want more of them. And you can't get more of them without buying them and maybe getting duplicates. What a complex process, man. Whoever first came up with that, genius. Absolute genius. They sucked us all in. Ooh. But anywho, I know I'm preaching to the choir. I hit 8 Claire's as well. Did anybody else see these little squishy Hello Kitties? They are absolutely adorable. I did debate it, and then I said, Nicole, you have way more squishies than you need. Put that down. Put it down. Let's see. Oh, I got a few things here, just a few odds and ends. I wish I would have grabbed more things, and once I made this video, I said to myself, what were you doing? Because look at how cute this stuff is. Like that little checkout counter, the little laundry set. Like, those were so cute. Like, even if the scale wasn't perfect, I feel like I could have figured it out. Why did I do that? Why? Because this location is very far from my house. This point in the adventure, we're pretty far out. And like, do I really want to make that far of an adventure to go buy all those things that I definitely don't need, but kind of want? The dilemma is real in the world of toy and doll collecting, my friends, is it not? I'm telling you. By the way, if you have a Barnes & Noble or a Second & Charles, I highly recommend you guys check those out as well. They really seem to be getting a lot more toys than they used to. Pretty good selection. I would say the prices are certainly on the higher end. But when they have clearance, let me tell you. And they have some stuff I've not seen before, like a lot of these little interesting knickknacks and mugs. Just really fun stuff, like Disney orientated or basically like anime or cartoons. Tons of Oliver and Company, Nightmare Before Christmas, Aristocats, all my favorite things, which is unfortunate for my wallet. But I don't think I really picked up a ton there. I did pick up a small bag of Doorables, which again I will show at the end. I got them really cheap. It was a whole bag of them for only $2.95, which I thought was the deal of the century. So I did snatch those up. And I feel like I got one other thing here, but what it was, I do not really remember, to be honest with you. When I go to grab all the things for the haul part of this video, I will look around and see if I can determine what else I grabbed. Because honest to goodness, I cannot remember. Honestly, I just remember having such a good time with my friend. So the rest of it didn't matter. Well, it did matter. That's a lie because I love toys and collectibles. But anywho, preaching to the choir. Has anybody else bought these Bum Bums by Russ yet? Because I need all of them. They are the cutest things ever. They are so soft. And they have the really, really mini ones. They are so cute. I may have to look into using part of my work gift card for that because that sounds very, very tempting. Now that I say it out loud, oh boy, that's going to be a problem. If you haven't already, check out your JCPenney's. If Disney princesses are interesting to you, they have a bunch of the dolls there. That Totoro little set was very tempting. I believe this was Box Lunch. If not Box Lunch, it was Hot Topic. Okay, cleared it up. Hot Topic. Monster High bag. Duh. I really like the idea of these backpacks. I've actually really wanted one for a long time, but I'm really paranoid that instead of carrying a purse that I can put in front of me, like having a backpack on my back makes me worry that someone's going to be able to like stick their hands in there. I don't know. Are there any backpack users out there that don't feel that way? Or y'all are just, out there feeling confident and such, and I'm just out here being panicked for nothing? I could be. Because I really want the Atlantis Disney backpack. I really think it's cute. Or the Aristocats one. Or like basically any of them because they're all adorable. I have no control. Zero control. But that's okay. Okay. Oh, goodness gracious. Where else did we go? Heavens to Betsy. I believe this is another antique shop. Oh yeah, but this is one of the smaller ones in town. I did debate a lot of items in this location, but their prices do tend to run a little high here. So I honestly did not end up grabbing anything, which is probably a good thing because the one thing I fell in love with the most, which was that big old 101 Dalmatians plushie, that was $30, which seemed like too many dollars. So I did put that little gal back, but no big deal. I ended up finding this other one later, so I'll show that at the end. And honestly, it's even cuter and I got it cheap. So to me, that is a win-win. Does anyone else get obsessed with those Fisher-Price like baking and cooking toys they had as a kid? Because I constantly think about rebuying them, and then I'm like, what are you gonna do with fake food? I mean, I already have enough of these Miniverses to like start a restaurant. That food's even bigger. What am I gonna do with that? So I was like, oh goodness, have control. So I did not get any of those. But I can't lie, the temptation is real, and if I had a mansion, I can't say that I wouldn't have gotten it and decorated a room with it, because why not? Maybe someday. Let's all dream big. Why not? But yeah, I really like going to this place. It's pretty small. I can make it through there pretty quick on my own. I really like the people that work there. They're really nice. I did debate that little Blue's Clues hand puppet, but honestly, it was in really rough shape. Like the fabric was like pilled on the back, and I didn't really think there was a way to fix it without ruining the spots for Blue. So I skipped it. Maybe if somebody else is out there that knows what they're doing or doesn't mind it, they'll probably end up picking it up, but not I. There's another place that does pretty good with rotation, though. I always seem to see like a consistent new fresh stock here. I mean, don't get me wrong. Again, there's always booths that like don't move. They're like concrete. They just stay there. But the rest of them, they do a pretty good job, I gotta say. Another place, I would say most of these like larger locations are pretty far away from where I'm at. So I normally don't go to these places more than like once a month. If that often, if not maybe once every other month. So to me, that's pretty good rotation, especially for a place that big. especially of old and new stuff, you know, like they had mini brands there, they had antiques there, like they really have a little bit of everything. But again, I would say prices do definitely run a little higher at this location than others I've been to. There is, at some point, if we didn't already pass it, there is a little Hamtaro Halloween Burger King toy that I really would have loved to have taken home. But they were charging an obscene amount of money. I believe it was $45. And then they were saying it was a half off sale, which still meant it was like $25 or $30. And I was like, I just can't fathom that. That's crazy. So I did pass. I've been dying to get my hands on some kind of Hamtaro stuff lately. I only have like literally one figure that I found at a thrift store because the rest my parents got rid of when I was a kid. Boo. But it is what it is. I'm going to try to slowly, get some stuff back. But I certainly wasn't paying that much for one item. So I'm going to keep my eyes peeled. Eventually, I have a feeling I'll find it. I'll come upon some Hamtaro stuff. It will fall into my life. And I'll just be the happiest of campers. Yeah, I know. Fantasyland, right? But that's okay. We dream big. We dream big on this channel. When I was at this Ollie's, I did end up picking up 3 more of the hairdos, blind little like salon suites. I did already open those. Sorry, guys. I meant to make a video. I got very excited and I opened them all. I am sorry. But 2 were duplicates anyways, so it wasn't the end of the world. No big deal. And then I did end up at the same trip. I believe it was from a Burlington. You'll end up seeing it looks like a kid's makeup case, which is what I think it is, which I believe I got it like a Burlington or a TJ Maxx. And I am using it to hold my mini brands because I think it's very, very adorable. At least until I build my mini toy store. I am working on that now. It's going to be like a cute little toy store diorama that I'm going to put all my mini brands in. I think that's going to look really good. But while I'm working on that, I needed somewhere to store all of my gajillions of mini brands. So I am keeping them in this little kitty cat makeup case that I think is absolutely adorable. So I will show you guys that as well, which it is busting at the seams, which means I need to build this diorama faster because I have run out of room for all of these mini brands, which also shows that I should really stop buying mini brands. But it is an addiction that is very fun. So there, ha! I'm just kidding. I know anybody else out there that does mini brands also feels that pain. It's like Pringles. Once you start, you can't stop. It is literally addicting. It's crazy. If Little Bebops interest you, by the way, Ollie's is your place. They always seem to have a good stock of Little Bebops, whether it's the tall ones, like the toddler baby ones, the ones in the car. They really have them all. I wish they had more of the blind balls. I always really want to go grab some there because they're going to be discounted so nicely. But of course, by the time I get there, those are always empty. They do usually have the collector's cases. I don't too often buy those unless I know there's something in there I want. Otherwise, I'm like, meh. Because, like, the cases are, not the best in the world. Like, I was going to make that part of the giveaway, and then I couldn't fit them in the envelopes I made, so I gave up on that. I'm still going to send them to the thrift store because I'm not going to throw them away. That'd be rude. But I can't include them in the giveaway because they won't fit. But don't worry, that just means there's more room for mini brands and Doorables and other little Real Littles and Shopkins and anything else you can think of. But again, that will be fun. 2 people, 2 winners. Woohoo. I will announce that later on. It will be very fun. And again, another video coming in probably a couple days. I just need to finish editing it like I did with this one, which does take longer than you'd think, unfortunately. I wish I could move a little faster, but it is what it is. Hopefully you guys can bear with me here, because at least I am giving you nice long videos to try and make up for it. And plenty of content. Goodness, I cannot talk today. And hitting plenty of stops, hopefully kind of showing you guys a little bit of everything. And there is that little kitty cat case I ended up grabbing, as well as some more dolls. They really seem to be getting a large amount of those Baby Alive, a lot of Barbie play sets. I'm really seeing some of those Disney villains trickle in, as well as these really big Disney princess dolls, especially these toddler-sized ones. They seem to be coming in a lot, as well as Kindy Kids. It's the first time in a long time I've seen like one of those dolls that's actually pregnant. I thought that was very interesting, and I wanted to share that with you guys. as well as this interesting ET and this little Cat in the Hat, like cat gift set. I thought was absolutely adorable. I did almost get that for Titus, but he is very spoiled already, so I did not want to get him anything else. But besides the mini brands, I don't believe I picked anything up at these locations. This pet lounge is kind of tempting because I really liked like the cat tower and stuff. And not gonna lie to you, I was very tempted by this really cool old school Blue's Clues stuff until I saw the prices at my local Savers, and I was like, well, what the heck are you guys doing? And I was like, I'm not paying that price for an old book or an old VHS. That's crazy. Oh, and there's the Rainbow High predecessor. What were those called? Like magical creatures or something? They're pretty cute with their little inset eyes and such. I'm always afraid of getting those because I know they came with like goop and stuff. And I'm like, what if the goop is still in there? Like, is it goopy? Is it hardened? Like, what happens with it? If you know, tell me. I'm very curious to know. They also had some interesting older looking Barbies. I felt like I recognized them from something, but I can't put my finger on it, of course. Plenty of interesting, like, Descendants, Disney dolls per usual. A lot more LOLs. I'm surprised to see those trickling in. Most of which don't have, like, any of their accessories, which I find very intriguing. I always find it so odd that, like, there's such a mixture of, like, half-dressed dolls, fully dressed dolls, nude dolls, like, okay. I mean, okie dokie. It's a little confusing, but okay. I'll work with it. I'll make it work. I understand. I'm sure it's, like, different people putting them together and stuff, too, so. I was really tempted by that Dalmatian. If you guys haven't noticed, I got a real thing for Dalmatians. I just think they are so cute. I don't know why. I just really like them. There's just something about them. They're very precious. But yeah, Savers for me lately, I'm probably going to jinx it, but it's been pretty stacked. They usually have a lot of good options, whether it was like plushies or dolls. I mean, I really feel like they've had a ton to choose from. Like even that little like My Little Pony scooter I thought was absolutely precious, as well as like this carriage that I don't recognize but think is cute. And this Bitty Baby scale, which is pretty cool, to be honest. I've never seen that before. Or this terrifying Tangled doll. That's something else. I also love all of the Na play sets and none of the dolls or accessories. I'm like, where do those go? Do you guys ever wonder? Maybe they keep them. I don't know. I'm just always curious. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I mean, do what you want. They're your toys. I'm just a curious gal. Okay, guys, let's get to the actual haul, shall we?
Joking, clearly. I made a lot of it, but so we got some boba, we got some milkshake, a fruit salad, a tart, pineapple drink, another boba, another tart, some donuts, a s'mores little drink thing, another drink I made, and then a green drink, and a banana smoothie thing, milkshake, lots of donuts, French toast, and a cherry pie. And I gotta tell you guys, I'm absolutely obsessed with these, and I love them, and I'm planning on getting more, so stay tuned because there's more coming. Woohoo! Okay, let's move on to the rest of the. Okay, guys, let's wrap up this video since Titus has decided to become extremely involved in it. So I don't remember if I showed it to you before, so I'm sorry if it's a repeat. Here's the Kaya heart I grabbed. She is stunning. I literally was like awed by her in person. It was pretty easy to pick them out because they all had really pretty faces, but nonetheless, I got a really pretty one. Excuse you, Titus. Thank you so much. Okay, there's the cat case exploding with mini brands. Again, working on getting that into diorama. I may or may not have gotten another Blue's Clues blanket because it was on clearance for $7. $7. I mean, come on. There are the 3 Rainbow High Cheer dolls I got. Jade, Ruby, Poppy. There's Titus once again. I also did end up getting the Squinkies brand new pack from Savers. Just something cute to display. And I do still play my Nintendo 3DS, so I found this brand new case for Animal Crossing. And my favorite color is this like bright blue, so I thought, ooh, what a deal. And then my cat, excuse you, I told you guys I got this Ixie, who's super cute, still needs to be cleaned up. And same with this little guy right here, little Lucky, who's so cute. But yeah, that's my haul for this time around. So the next one will be out in a couple days, and I will show you the other half of the haul as well as the other half of the footage and apparently Titus. But thank you all so much for watching. Again, please comment if you are interested in that giveaway. 2 people, it's all for you. And I will reach out to you for your address. Again, 18 and up, US only. Just please give me a shout if you're interested. Please also feel free to like, subscribe, share, any of that fun stuff. It really helps the channel. I'd love to get to 1,000 subscribers, so hopefully the next couple of videos help do the trick, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the footage and the voiceovers. But y'all know you can always comment if there's anything you want me to do different, or maybe something you want to see. I know some of the footage this time was a little faster. Of course, some of the places I went to were closing, whoopsie. But yeah, feel free to let me know your thoughts, and thanks again for checking out the video and the channel. Stay tuned. See you guys next time. Bye.